going on? Hope you guys are having a good one, even though 9 times out of 10, I know that's not the case. But hey, gotta keep on working, gotta keep on thriving, just gotta keep on living. We got something pretty big today that we're gonna talk about that I kind of learned over these past few weeks, and it definitely sprung up a lot of thought, a lot of self-reflection, a lot of personal self-awareness on what I'm doing currently. And it is funny because it sums up a lot of the beginning of the year for me. And yes, shaved too, got the mustache going, it's a different vibe. But anyway, back to the main thing. To let you guys in, when I was deployed in Kuwait, I was learning so much just about sales, about photography, videography, about making content, about doing all this and pushing the agenda and pushing the personal brand, which this is going to be a huge part, the personal brand. And a lot of times it wouldn't work out. Something wouldn't flow, or the consistency would be off, and I'd be working like a workhorse for about a month, and I'd be going hard, posting content. But something deep down in my mind was there. Something deep down in my mind was telling me, you're wrong. And with today, we're talking about like imposter syndrome. And it's funny because the sales group that I'm in, which is Affinity Sales, is going to be down below in the link if you want to join it. Definitely recommend. I'm not advertising or anything, but that sales group, we had a training a few weeks ago, and it was about the levels that you can get when you're in the sales process, when you're in your career, or even just in general, overall in life, right? And it was kind of in a list of ranks, right? And farther down the line was personal branding. Everything above the line and like in the beginning was really just obviously getting the craft down, understanding your craft, understanding what you're doing, not posting daily. You're basically just doing the actual work for your niche instead of just posting. And I realized that I was like, man, for all this time, a lot of things really haven't been working. And it's just because, especially as a photographer, I feel like I'm so in touch with making stories or just talking about stuff or making art that was my career. And so now I'm moving over it to sales, and it's kind of like throughout the time in the beginning of the year, I was struggling because I was struggling with the vendetta of, I have my career as a photographer and my career as a sales. I can't blend them in. I can, but if I'm starting something new and I'm already talking about stuff that I learned in that, or just the personal development aspect of it, and I'm taking more time out of that and only focusing on a little bit of time of the actual thing I need to learn to get to that point where then it's easier. That's when I started questioning, what am I really doing? Like, do I really deserve to be talking about this? And then those thoughts in my head, those self-doubts and all that. And it was such an important training that I had. It was something that honestly it really got me thinking. And it was like, I love videography, I love photography, right? It's my passion, right? And a lot of people start a career, or they want to start a business, without working under something else first. And it doesn't matter what route you take, right? You could start your business without even doing any of that, right? That's fine. But the biggest thing that I learned that worked for me is, look, if you want to start your business, by all means, but you're going to go through a lot more road humps unless if you start something else that's under someone. You learn as much as you can. You learn about sales, you learn about communication, you learn about networking, and you build that up over time to when you're ready, when you have the leverage, you can actually focus on your passion business. And that's when you're able to take it to the next level, because you already know the things you need to know to get it there, right? And that's what I've been struggling with photography and videography. I was struggling with, I love recording, I love making all this stuff, but what's a $100 photo shoot gonna do? It's gonna do something, right? Unless if you're consistent and you're able to build that. But if you don't have the communication skills, if you don't have the other skills necessary to build that upon, even getting a team, assembling a team, making the team believe in your vision, you can't expect things to roll the way they should. And that's where I struggled with. And I'm not trying to like, advertise, join the sales group and stuff like that, but it's definitely something that I needed to take some self-reflection on and realize like, hey, like you can always come back to it. But right now you need to focus on learning other skills prior to doing that, and not worrying about, oh my God, I haven't posted in this amount of days. Oh my God, I haven't posted in that. Because there's people that I know that don't even have, 500 followers, right? And they're in a sales role and they're killing it and they're making a lot of good money. And it's just because they haven't built their personal brand yet. But one of the biggest things when I was talking to some of the people in the training is, the personal brand thing is usually at the end. Even though a lot of people say, oh, start your personal brand now, all this stuff. But if you're focusing too much on your personal brand, it's a balance, right? If you're focusing too much on your personal brand, you're going to get that mode where you're like, man, it's not even making me any money, or, oh man, like, do I really deserve to be talking about this right now if I haven't even pushed past my boundaries of what is in my industry, So focusing on now, focusing on what you can do, and the personal brand thing, if you have an unreleased amount of evidence, just because from your experiences, from all the things that you did while you were grinding in the dirt, you have so much stuff to talk about that even if you feel like you're not worthy of saying it, you have a whole case of evidence saying that you are. And that's what builds the confidence. And that's what I didn't realize. And it's, I'm so blessed to at least figure that out now, because it could have been a lot worse. But yeah, we're only going to be doing maybe once a week or once every other week. We'll do a video like this. That's all I really want to do. I don't really want to post on Instagram anymore, unless it was just cool photos. We're just going to do something like that and just keep it rolling. But it was an incredible thing I learned, and I couldn't be more blessed to actually be a part of that group and just learn so much from them, to where when it is ready, when it is time, I have the videography skills. When it is time to fully go ape shit on personal branding, I got the skills, I got the mic, I got the audio, I got the editing skills, I have everything to where it should be fun to do. It shouldn't be where my passion is getting in front of me making a living, me being able to provide for myself. I'd rather focus on, taking care of that first, to when I'm ready, talk my shit, But not to mention, these are the type of videos that I hope in the future, when I'm able to fully talk my piece and say it, promptly, that you can look back at and you can be like, dude, I'm gonna tell you what, I got $400 in my bank account. That's wild, right? Exactly. And so I hope someone sees this, 3 years down the line, when it's a 3-year-old video, and they're like, dang, okay, he's onto something. He's not just saying all this stuff because I have everything set up now. It's because I knew photography and videography way earlier. If not, I would have been just a regular person recording on my iPhone. But yeah, hope you guys took a lot out of this, at least in some aspect. And I appreciate the people that, in the future that will watch this, and then they'll watch back on the things that I'm posting now, and they're just like, bro, how do you get there? I hope this can kind of show you. This can show you a little bit. And a little backstory for the people that potentially will see this in the future. I am currently in the military as well, and we only make around for airmen, close to 900 each paycheck. So just to give you that visual on where I'm at. But in a few years, that won't be the case. And I know. But hope you guys have a good one. And I already botched it. From the top of the world where boundaries still don't exist, to the bottom of the depths where life still lives, do you dare to dream? As a matter of fact, do you dare to take the next step? I'll see y'all later.